What's up, fantasy people? This is Tyler Ward and Jason, the lucky bastard Euthenwolf, and this is a fantasy footballing show. Anyways, today's episode is the Thursday night takeaways from last night's game with the Dolphins going against the Bengals. Jason, did you have anybody playing in that game?
I did. I had the infamous President Mixon playing. And just like his second term, he was garbage. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. No, God, he's gonna be so difficult this whole year just watching him play, and it's like he cannot get any openings going. I think his longest run was like 7. Thank God he got a touchdown in the first drive of the game. But last week he averaged 2 yards a carry. This week 2.5, so he did better. He did better.
Well, I was paying attention to that game, and who got the touchdown? It was like 2 yards out or a yard out, and it was not Joe Mixon. I forget who got that touchdown. Was that
No, there was one at the end of the game where it was Hayden Hurst.
That's what it was. Because I was like, I had Tua I'm going against you.
Yeah.
And I couldn't deal with that big of a point difference. And I know Mixon wasn't being efficient, but he already got that touchdown.
Right. Well, I mean, the most frustrating part is that Mixon was like shut down on the goal line like 4 or 5 times. Like he could have got 2 or 3 touchdowns. They tried it, like 3 times, got down to 4th and 1 on the goal, and they were just like, let's kick a field goal. And then they did it again, got down to the 2, kept trying to mix. He's getting stuff, and then they did play action to Hayden Hurst at the end of the game.
Well, so Joe Burrow only got sacked once.
One time.
Yeah, so their offensive line seems to be protecting pretty well in pass protection now for the last 2 games.
Yeah, last 2 games.
But from what I was, because I wasn't able to watch, I was with family, I wasn't able to watch the game. And from what I gathered, it looked like they were saying that Joe Mixon just didn't have anywhere to run. Like what you were saying, like there was defensive penetration on run plays and not pass plays.
Yeah, it's like, all right, so their pass is getting better now. If they could just get the rushing game a little bit
usually,
better.
Well, so funny thing is usually the pass protecting is harder to do. Usually the run blocking is the easy part.
Yep.
So how do you feel about Joe Mixon going forward?
Yeah, you got to keep playing him. He's getting the volume. He touched the ball a total of 28 times, 24 runs, 4 receptions. He's getting the volume. That's sometimes, or most of the time, that's all you can really ask for as a player. He's like, those are 28 opportunities to score points.
And what did he end up getting you last night? Like 15?
Yeah, like 15.
Yeah, I thought it was
half point like PPR.
Right. Well, because it seems like running backs are going against the Dolphins are going to catch a lot of passes because he caught 4. I think he had a ton of targets. So let me see. No, he only had 4 targets.
Yeah, he got all his targets.
Oh, yeah, because I was looking at that when I was doing my player pause. I was like, man, if you start Joe Mixon, you're at least going to catch you're going to get a lot of targets in the passing game. Because remember, Devin Singletary against the Dolphins had everything was receiving. So going forward, I think you can start, especially pass catching running backs against the Dolphins are going to really do well.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It looks like the Dolphins defense. Dolphins defense isn't bad, but I feel like their run defense is probably better than their pass defense. Right. They're going to make you. They're going to make you throw. They're going to make you throw the ball because they're not going to give you much running.
So it seems like Joe Burrow's trending up.
Yeah.
Mixon is trending. I think Mixon is kind of staying there. He needs a touchdown to be good.
Yep.
And then, did you watch how was Jamar Chase featured? Or was it what was going on there?
I think the Dolphins' game plan was just to take Jamar Chase out of the game, and they did. He only had like 4 receptions. I think he got 3 of those like in the second half. He was getting the targets, but they were just like shutting him down. They couldn't get anything really going with him.
Did you notice if the targets were they bombs or were they kind of just
No.
It was like near misses on like really far throws or anything like that.
No, there was only like really one far throw, and it was just a deflected pass. But then again, it's like I think Joe Burrow is like, you know what? If they're playing this defense on Jamar Chase, like I'm just gonna go to T. Higgins, and T. Higgins has another great night.
So what I saw about T. Higgins was he was injured, right?
He went out for a little bit, but he came back.
How long was it? Was it just a drive, or was it like a quarter?
I think it was like a drive. Yeah, I don't think it was like a quarter or anything like that. I think he came back in the same drive, if I remember correctly. But it wasn't as long as a quarter.
Thank you for watching last night for the fantasy football show.
Yeah.
One of us has to watch the game, man.
Well, I'm not gonna be able to watch Sunday, so that's gonna be all you.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, I gotta go watch football live.
Oh, that's right.
Go Timbers.
European football. So Higgins had 9 targets, and Jamar Chase had 6.
Yeah.
So it was like T. Higgins, because Boyd is Boyd the outside guy, or is Boyd the slot?
The Boyd's a slot.
Okay, so he's still throwing it outside.
Yeah.
So
but it was okay. So that play that T. Higgins even scored that touchdown, this was literally the setup, right? Like Joe Burrow, okay, so you had T. Higgins on one side, you had Jamar Chase on the other. Joe Burrow hiked the ball, and he looked, and both safeties were towards Jamar Chase's side, which just left the opportunity for T. Higgins. So he looked over there, and he was like, all right, they're getting double covered over there. We got one-on-one over here. T. Higgins that gets Howard, and then he just threw it. It was this close from getting deflected, his touchdown. It was like fingertips away. Howard said he's like, I lost it in the lights, but that's what Joe Burrow was looking for. He was like, okay, this is what's going to happen. You guys, these safeties are going to go over here, keep their attention on Jamar Chase. I'm going to go after my other beast of a wide receiver and go after T. Higgins.
So if you were a Chase owner, would you accept a T. Higgins for Jamar Chase trade?
Oh. No.
Okay.
No.
I wouldn't either. I'd still hold strong on Chase. So
yeah, I think what is going to happen is that they're going to find ways to get Chase more involved, even if he's double teamed.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about Jamar Chase, but it'd be nice if he's still getting yards. Like what was it, 4 for 81 on 6 targets?
Yeah.
So it's not like you can really go to the media and complain about that.
Yeah, that's 10 points in our league. Sorry,
I've got my wife and dogs trying to break through the door.
Let me in.
And then I said play Hayden Hurst because I like playing tight ends on Thursdays, but I'm thinking that Hayden Hurst might start being. I mean, he only had 27 yards, but Joe Burrow has been. I forget who his tight end, like Tyler Kroft. By the end of the year, Hayden Hurst might be pretty good. I mean, I think he's like a top 15 tight end at least.
Yeah, I think one of the things with Hurst though is that he's going to be like 3rd, maybe 4th option on that team.
It's like him and Boyd are fighting for those short targets.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, I thought he had more than 27 yards because that sucks. So you're really depending on a touchdown with him. But I mean, what's the difference between like him and who would you rather have? Would you rather have Gerald Everett or would you rather have Hurst?
Probably Everett.
Okay. Because Everett right now, I mean, as soon as Allen comes back, he wasn't even getting what Mike Williams was almost getting. So, well, Mike Williams is like the 5th target on that team. So,
well, Keenan Allen is you're not wrong. Keenan Allen's out again this Sunday.
Because I just saw they were talking about, man, the head coach Staley was asked about it, but he didn't give a definitive answer on the thing I saw. So you saw something that actually said he's out already?
Yeah.
And I saw that David Montgomery was out too. I tried to go pick up. I was like, I wonder if anybody picked up Herbert. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Someone did.
Yeah. So let's talk about the terrible thing, right?
Yeah.
Because so I was paying attention to this game.
Blew my mind.
And I was like, oh my God, dude, Teddy Bridgewater threw a pass? Like what? And so I saw the news and I clicked on the link and I swear to God, man, I watched that video And I just turned that. I didn't even care about that game. I didn't even care about that game.
Yeah. That was a crazy little incident. I thought he was throwing up the peace sign and stuff like that, but he was actually like hurt,
I was
eyes
like,
rolled back behind his head.
I love football, but like that just made me like I
was
just didn't,
sad.
I was over it, dude. I was like over it.
I was sad for him.
Yeah, and I
Because you don't
don't.
want to see stuff like that happen. I mean, that dude got carted off the field, and normally when players are getting carted off the field, they do a little thumbs up like to the crowd. He didn't even do that. He didn't even move. They were just like,
And dude,
"Bro,
and then I was like,
relax."
and then there was like, they sent him home that night. He flew home with the team, and I was like, dude, like, how can you like? What if his brain swells in the altitude or something?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So as a Tua owner, I'm gonna hold on because apparently, according to all these buttheads that are in charge of him, it's not that serious.
Yeah,
But man, like,
I would definitely hold on to him. I mean, if they're saying that if he's like already taken a trip back, that he's probably going. He's got 10 days to recover for the next game too.
I guarantee they're not going to play him for the next couple games.
Oh, I mean, especially
because of press.
Yeah, concussion gate.
The pressure from the media, and
or I tell you what, though,
public opinion.
He's got a nice ball.
The way it comes out.
He is pretty accurate. I did notice though he does not have any arm strength.
Yeah,
but if it's within like 20, 25 yards, I think it's accurate, on point.
Well, so Josh, or not Josh McDaniels. Why can't I think of that dude's name? Anyways, Mike McDaniels. Rich Eisen was interviewing one of his old receivers, and all that guy preaches is yard after. He doesn't care about bombs. All he wants is to set his receivers up for yard after catch, yard after catch, yard after catch. And if you think about that, like, what do you need? You need a very accurate short passer. So, I mean, Tua going forward is going to be great. And it's funny because Bridgewater is a very accurate short passer as well.
Yeah.
And you saw him go in, and I mean, he was a little rusty, but still got, 193 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
But the thing is, going forward, if Bridgewater, that Tua connection with Waddle is real,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As soon as Bridgewater came into the game, Waddle went out.
Waddle got nodled.
Yeah. Got nodled. Yeah. You got nodled.
Yeah. So yeah, Tyreek Hill was like hyper, like force the ball,
Yeah.
So it's almost like.
Go on, sir.
Oh, dude, you're good. What were you saying?
Oh, this is what I was like explaining in my like player pause. It's like, yeah, Tyreek Hill had like a bad game last week, but I think I was like, you got to play him because I think this is the week that they're going to actually form plays for Hill, and that looked like that's exactly what they were doing.
Oh, did you? I timestamped your thing, but I listened to it in 2 times when you were doing this.
Yeah,
I didn't have much time.
Remember when I
did? You actually said that, huh?
Yeah, and that's exactly what it looked like they did. And from the very beginning, they're just like, this is a Tyreek Hill play, And it's what you said too. It's like he doesn't care about or what he does care about is the yards after catch. That's exactly what they were setting up Hill to do.
Mm-hmm.
They were making a little like slant route or something where he could just catch the ball and use his speed, and he did. He got a lot of yards just like running after the catch.
So, yeah, I don't know. So going forward, it looks like it might be a bump to Tyreek Hill, because if he's just going to get hyper targeted like that, but who knows? Because Bridgewater hasn't probably practiced with the ones ever, so he probably just probably took his first read a lot of the time. So hopefully he'll start getting Waddle involved, but the next 2 weeks might be pretty tough for Waddle owners.
Yep, I kind of scared about it after what I saw. He didn't really throw him the ball much in the game. I think you might only want to start Waddle if it's a good matchup where you have to. Yeah,
I agree with that. And then you watch the running backs go.
Yeah,
this is like what is this, like a New England Patriot or sometimes San Francisco 49ers deal right here.
I know. Well, there was a huge difference. Chase only got like 5 rushes, but Raheem got 15. That's a
And he
huge
did
difference.
and he
But
did well with them.
but Chase Edmonds is definitely that goal line back. He dropped a touchdown on the Dolphins' first drive of the game. He was
Did he
in
really?
it. Yeah, he had it and he just dropped, and then they had to kick a field goal next game. So he
So-
could have had 2 touchdowns.
You noticed that he was the goal line back? Like you never really saw that Mostert was on the goal line?
Not that I'm aware of. No, it looked
Really?
like it was mainly Chase Edmonds. I mean, he's the one that got the 2. He had 1 touchdown and then he dropped another one. So I think when it gets to a certain point, maybe they don't want to get Raheem Mostert like too beat up. You sneeze on that dude, he tore his ACL. And one way to get like beat up is when you're just running full force right into that line at the goal line.
Yeah, it's like what he does.
Yeah, so I think they're going to try to use Chase Edmonds more around the line. Plus, he can catch the ball pretty well too, and like his touchdowns are coming off passes. So,
and dang man, you're looking at 4.6 yards per carry for Mostert and 1.2, and they both got 3 targets. But if Edmonds is on the goal line, give me Edmonds.
Yeah,
because I was all about Mostert. Because I would just roll the dice on him sometimes if I had to, but if he's not getting goal line carries, then I wouldn't want to deal with him.
Yeah, I thought he was actually going to break out a couple of big runs too to get like, a touchdown.
One of his 50-yard touchdowns.
Yeah.
Did it look close? Like he almost busted through or something?
He would get he ran 10, 15 yards, and then he would just have like one guy to beat, and then he'd just like get caught up.
Okay. And so I don't even see it. I think Evan McPherson did it decent, right? That's the kicker for Evan McPherson, the kicker for the Bengals.
Yeah, he did good. I think even Jason Sanders did well, but Jason Sanders did have a missed kick and a blocked field goal, which in our league is minus 2 points.
So he had 2. Okay, I'm seeing that. Because I thought Evan McPherson got injured or something. Something was going on with him not too long ago. So I've been paying attention to him. He seems like he's been doing good. So, but anyways, I think I covered everybody that mattered.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, on my piece of paper. So I was going to ask if you have anything you want to talk about.
That's exactly the thing. All those were the same thing that I wrote down. Offensive line is looking better for the Bengals. It's probably going to be a tough go for a little bit with the Dolphins without Tua, but we'll see. Bridgewater's been a starter in this league before. The defense for the Bengals, 1 sack, 2 interceptions, blocked field goal, and the Dolphins only had 1 sack. So
and remember at the end of last year, the Bengals defensive line was crazy. So if they only got that, and I hated the way that guy sacked Tua, man. That was
I know.
Like whipped him around and hit him in the head.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
That was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was tough to watch 10 times.
And all I read was they're like, man, Amazon Prime keeps on showing it over and over again, and people are like, don't play it. Like, and then they're like, no, we need to play this over and over again to get somebody to care about this,
Mm-hmm.
So it's because like people shouldn't be going to concussion protocol. Like we joked about this in our last video, man. It's like, oh, he got hit in the back of the head, not his, they're like, oh, his back went out. And then he goes out there and that happens to him. It's like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a talk for a while. It's a crazy situation right now in Miami.
I need another football game to happen like immediately, just to get like a palate cleanser,
Yeah. You got some college football tomorrow.
Hey, their jersey looked cool though, right? The Bengals.
The Bengals jersey, they wore the white ones. That was pretty cool. Yeah. If only the Dolphins would have wore their teal, that would have been cool.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I had to go through a bar to go to the bathroom today, and they were playing the game, and I was like, "Those are cool jerseys."
Yeah. Hell yeah. Cool jerseys, man.
How about those Bears?
Yeah. Yeah. Next round's on you.
Like doing that voice is making me sport. Oh man,
sport.
I've had a long day, man. I am so worn out.
We got 10 days before these 2 teams play again. Keep an eye out on Higgins injury too.
Okay, that's a good.
I own that, peeps.
That's a good luck out, Jason.
Other than that, I'm blank sheet. I'm a blank sheet. This thing landed right here, right in front of me. That was so crazy.
But I have static or something. I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this video, you can do it in real life. Click a thumbs up button and a subscribe button or whatever you want. Give us a dopamine high for like 48 hours. We'll ride it to the moon.
Yeah, man.
And if you want us to feel real bad about ourselves, you can do that too.
I hate myself.
Thumbs down.
I hate myself.
Thumbs down. Romans used to think thumbs down. That was a good keep them here on earth.
Are you not entertained? Okay.
Anyways, yeah, leave a hurtful comment per usual. Do what you want to do. It's a free country. Anyways, thanks again. This is the Fantasy Football Show, and we'll see you later.
See ya.